Well, Ronan Lee joins me now from London. He's a visiting scholar at the Queen Mary University of London. Welcome to the show, Ronan. Good to have you with us.
Pleasure.
So we know the events Monday were precipitated by the military's crushing defeat in November elections, but doesn't the military already wield significant power in the country? What does the takeover accomplish now?
Well, they sure do. They have virtually unparalleled power within the country. They're above the law. They're not accountable to the civilian authorities. But what was crucial was that the military's leader, Min Aung Hlaing, turns 65 this year. And it's the mandatory age for retirement from the military. Min Aung Hlaing's family has significant economic interests within Myanmar, and Min Aung Hlaing is himself incredibly politically ambitious. The widely held view is that Min Aung Hlaing feared that Aung San Suu Kyi's civilian government would frustrate his desire to stay on as military leader, and that it would be not possible for him to protect his family's financial interests without undertaking a coup and taking power himself in Myanmar. I mean, it's avarice at its worst. It's destabilizing the region already, and it will continue to destabilize Myanmar for years to come if it continues in this way.
Right. So how much of this then is about opposition to Aung San Suu Kyi herself? Because she's never had an easy relationship with the military.
Well, no, she hasn't. She's certainly worked hard to have a friendly relationship with the military. And one of the biggest criticisms made of her internationally is that she's too friendly with Myanmar's military. But the military would have a problem with any civilian leader. Their view is that they want power that is unchecked by the civilian authorities. And that's just not consistent with the popular will of the people of Myanmar. There's just been an election. Aung San Suu Kyi's party, I think, received upwards of 80% of the seats that were available. The military's party received less than 8%. Popular will is with Aung San Suu Kyi and with democracy. Important too to know about Myanmar is that it's an incredibly young country. Most people in Myanmar weren't born when Aung San Suu Kyi came to political prominence in 1988. They have very different aspirations from the aspirations of the military. Myanmar's young people don't want their country to be ruled in the long term by old male soldiers. Right. And that means that the impetus for political change and for democracy will continue no matter what the military does.
So what is Suu Kyi's next course of action? I mean, she already spent 15 years under house arrest as part of a long fight against military rule. Is this history repeating itself?
Well, I think she's got to hope that the international community reacts in a different way and is more unified this time. I think there's some opportunities. I mean, there'll be a discussion of this matter at the UN Security Council tomorrow. There's opportunities for the new Biden administration to engage with Myanmar. The Trump administration really didn't engage at all with Myanmar. So there's a good opportunity for the Biden administration to engage in a way that prioritizes the will of the people of Myanmar and the desires of the people of Myanmar. There's an opportunity for China, I think, as well. It's not in China's interests for Myanmar to be ruled by coups and by popular uprisings that are then put down by the military. That would be destabilizing within Myanmar and destabilizing in the region. I think there's an opportunity for the US and China to work cooperatively to protect and defend the will of the people of Myanmar and achieve an outcome that delivers for the majority of Myanmar's residents who want to support democracy.
Right, and we're all waiting to see how this unfolds. Ronan Lee, thank you so much for your insight.